Have you ever shot real estate and just wondered, where do I start? You're in the room and you don't know which angles to get or where to start or how far back to go. If you ever struggle with that and you want to learn how to approach the room with precision and skill, Frankie from the Hamptons is going to teach you it. His name is Lucid Horizon on Instagram. His work is absolutely incredible, and he's going to show you guys exactly how he approaches the room and how he approaches the outside of the house. If you want to learn it, keep watching.
So how I shoot is I have a very structured look at it, and what I try to avoid the stress. Like, 'cause I used to get really stressed out shooting. Like, oh, am I missing shots here? Am I missing shots here? So what I do is I have a minimum requirement per room I go to. So for each room, I try to get a minimum of three wides and three details every single time. No matter how big the room is, big or small, the house is big or small, I just get three shots. That just guarantees that I have enough shots to get in and out of the room, or even just a middle shot if I need to. I also get three details per room. Kitchens or big dining rooms or living rooms, I usually get more, but again, this is the minimum you need just to feel like happy. Like you walk away, you're like, okay, I have enough footage. I didn't miss any rooms. Exterior, four wides in the front, four wides in the back, four details in the front, four details in the back. That will cover most that you need. Again, these are minimum numbers. You can always go more. But I like to get four just in case I have enough for everything. Because I always just stress out a lot that, oh, did I get enough shots here? Did I get enough shots there? It just all to kind of ease the mind and make sure that you're focusing on being creative and not focusing on, am I going to get enough shots? And then my workflow. If it's nice outside, I'll start in the outside. I will start at the front. I'll go to the back. I'll grab my detail camera. I'll go to the front. I'll go to the back. I have a very organized way of doing that. And when I go inside, I shoot from the bottom up. So I'll start in the basement. There's a basement, and I'll work my way up. Then I'll do it again. The whole point of doing this is just so you have an ease of mind that when you do it every single time, you don't even think about it. You just think about being creative. I'm going to show you guys some examples here. So I'm going to show you guys what I would do. So I'm going to give you, so right now we're in the indoor kitchen, right? So this is the kitchen here. And I'm going to show you how I would approach this. So we're looking at the kitchen here. And this is the kitchen, all right? We have this little dining room as well. Oh, I gotta scroll down. So what I would do is how I approach this is I want to get the longest length of a shot as possible. Because the longer, even if it's like absurdly long, you're like, why would I start this far back? Start that far back. So make your ramps that much better.
So good.
So we're gonna put this right here. I will start right here, and I'm gonna curve in, and I'm gonna do a straight push curve right here. Here's one way. This is my path. I'm not going to go straight in. I'm going to push in and I'm going to curve. So I'm going here and I'm going all the way to the kitchen. I'm going to do that same exact shot on the opposite side. So I'm going to come over here. I'm starting right there. And I'm going to push in this way. Just like that. That is the exact path I would follow. And then, again, I always say minimum of three shots per room. We're going to come here and we're going to orbit. This is my orbit. That's my orbit. And I'm going to lock on to this oven here. I'm going to start here. I'm going to come all the way around to the side, keeping this oven, the hood in focus the entire time. And those are my three shots. I'm happy with that. I could walk away from this room being happy, but I would also add one more in, and it would be this way. And I'll probably do that. I'll probably bounce back the other way too. So that's five shots in reality, right there. And you're good there with wides. That's totally enough movement. And the reason why I like the straight push curves where I'm curving is because you can do an orbit off of that because you're already kind of curving. You can see if say you want to reverse clip, I'm shooting it this way. I'm going straight this way, but I'm curving in. If I wanted to reverse it and get out of a room, I could reverse it into an orbit because I'm curving backwards. I'm already doing that. I'm doing a very long orbit if you think about it. Like this is like if I extend this line, I'm doing a very long orbit. These can connect. You could use a transition here. So the point is to get as much like movement and shots that kind of match to an extent so that you could connect them all in post and editing. Yeah, let's do the great room. So we'll do this this main room right here. We'll do one of these and we'll go to the exterior of another house. Kind of the same exact thing. I approach every room very, very similarly. So we're going to start way back here and we're going to push to right here. and we're going to extend your arms, as I said before, as Claudio mentioned. Thank you for mentioning that, Claudio. You're going to extend your arms as far as possible. I mean, I have longer arms, so I could probably get out to here in reality, but you're going to end right there. That's just kind of the reality of the situation because there's a chair there. And then I'm going to start here. I'm going to come right there. I'm going to curve in a little bit right there. These are my two shots. Again, I'm going to orbit. This is how I do every single shoot. I'm going to orbit over here, start right there, orbit around. I mean, it's kind of hard to do the exact orbit, but yeah, I'll focus on the TV here. I'm going to orbit around. 1, 2, then 3, and then let's do 4. 4 is going to be right here. We're going to start at the front door, and we're going to run in right through. That's a table here, so we'll end it right there, let's say. And this is not perfectly a straight line, but you know, you line up as best as you can. One tip as well, when you're shooting a house and you're going straight, the lights in the ceiling are always, they should be straight if it was built properly. Use those lights to your advantage. It's kind of crazy. If you're in a hallway, the lights typically are in the center of the room. So look up when you have your verticals on your screen, use those verticals and line them up with the lights, and you'll always be straight. Yeah, and these are the 4 shots I would do for this room. Again, this is a straight push curve, orbit. And I'm done with that room. I won't need any more.
What's your pace when you're walking? You walk pretty slow, fast, medium?
I always walk slower because you could always speed it up. You can go a little faster if you have to. People, I mean, it's kind of depends on the flow. Like if I'm really feeling it, I'll just naturally go a little faster. Sometimes I'll go slower. But that's all something. It's about pacing. You know, don't bounce up and down. I used to have a problem with bouncing up and down. I was standing way too straight. I was standing, how do I say it? Too straight up. That's how I say. You have to bend your knees. You really you kind of look weird when you do it, but when you do it, you get smooth shots and you have a nice pace going for you. You can always slow it down and speed up in post. But go to pace that works for you. All right, so I'm gonna head to the outsides. So we have a little exterior here. I hope you guys can see this little CAD drawing. The house, smaller home, but let's say the road's right here. I'm going to go into the road. So this is how I'm gonna start my front. Remember how I said I always start in the front and then go to the back. Front, I'm going to go as far back as I possibly can and go to the street, go to the other side of the curb if I can, and go straight to the front door. Right, I'm gonna do one straight like that. I assume there's a road here, so there's some room to work with. I'm going to start another shot here. Okay, this is really annoying. I'm going to start this way. I'm going to push in this way. I'm going to do the same exact thing this way. I'm going to flip this to the other side. So 1, 2, 3. And I said I always get 4. Now we're doing an orbit, baby. We're orbiting. There it is. Always facing. I usually look at a window. In the center of the house, I get a window and I'll orbit. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in the front. That's what I said. I always get minimum of 4. It's straightforward. When you have a process down of what you do, it becomes very, very easy.
Hey, sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit subscribe. Absolutely, it'll change your life. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, man, I wish I could just ask a question. I don't know really where to start. This video is so helpful, but I have a more specific question. If you have any more specific questions, my phone number is right below. You can text me. This is my personal number. If you text me, I'll get back to you.
So we got a pool here. We got a little porch. What's out the way? So we have a porch here. We have a pool, exterior. This is the line, and so this is actually a good example because this is a smaller backyard, so you have less room to work with here. So things can get a little bit trickier. But as I said, you always want to get at least minimum 4 shots. So first one I'm going to do, center of the house, I'm going to do a push straight curve. This is what I'm going to do. This is me. Can you guys see this line properly?
Yeah.
I get a brighter color, maybe like a yellow. There we go. You guys can see a little bit. I'm going to start way back here. It's a straight shot. So I'm going to do a straight push from this from this tree back here to get as much distance as possible. This is probably my idea here behind this longer shot is this is probably going to be my speed ramp out of the house to get to the backyard, most likely. And that's what I'm thinking. The longest distance would be that speed ramp shot. So I'm going to start my first shot, center of the house, as far back as I possibly can. That's one. I'll probably do another straight shot right here. Let me pull this over here. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Come on now. I'm gonna get a straight line here. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna push right on the edge of that pool. That's 1 and 2. And then who would have thought they'd be in orbit? Not me. No, we're gonna go right here and we're gonna do an orbit. And we're gonna start right here and we're going to follow this entire line. You're gonna avoid the pool, you don't want to fall in. We're gonna go, it's gonna be kind of wonky, but it's gonna be an orbit to have, right? We're gonna start from this corner and we're going to focus again on the center of the house. I can't really see what the house looks like here, so I can't exactly tell you what it would be, but it would be somewhere in the middle of the second and first floor, and you're in PT pan tilt follow mode. There we go. And you're somewhere in the middle of the house. And because you're going, as you go further back, you're going to have to tilt your camera up. That's the idea behind it. So now I have 3 shots. I'll probably get one more straight shot of the pool. Like this, just kind of showing the pool in the backyard. Come on now. Come right here and we'll go right to this. Okay, this is not working properly. But yeah, just like this. And there's my 4 shots. Again, the minimum you need is 4 shots just to walk away feeling stress-free and not really worrying about it. But yeah, those are the 4 shots I would do. I would probably call it a day in that house, if I'm being honest with you. That's what I would do. And then a porch shot. Sorry, porch shot. I'll do one quick porch shot. I'm just going to go. It's super simple. I'm just going to go here to here. Here to here. Going straight there. I'll probably flip one. I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to push this way along this path. A lot of lines. I'm sorry, guys, but the shot is right here. We're doing a push curve to the backyard from the porch. That's all I'll do. Try to keep it simple, because when you sit there and start overthinking yourself, it just kind of gets a little crazy in your mind. And when you get a little crazy in your mind, you lose your creativity, and that's where we all shine our best.